Those watching right now will know all about the cost of school tours, especially to exciting overseas destinations. You scrimp and save to do the best for your kids, and then it's time to pack their bags. Now that's until a tour operator blows the whistle on all their plans. Masaka Kama reports.
International school sports tours are all the rage. Children from all over South Africa train hard, study hard, and aspire to make it onto a team that will see them jetting off to a foreign country, going toe-to-toe with their overseas counterparts.
But those dreams were shattered for at least 4 groups of teenagers that were meant to fly out this December. The trip was cancelled by the tour operator just days before departure.
All I just wanted to do was go play rugby. And I wanted to play rugby at a high level, and that dream didn't materialize.
16-year-old Jonathan Smith was set to leave for Argentina this week, while 17-year-old Nick Devchand was heading to the Netherlands for a hockey tournament.
It hasn't just been my dream, it's been so many other players' dreams. And to find out that it can't be done anymore was truly like a tough thing to digest.
These trips were organised by Vision Sports South Africa, established in 2014. Although not an ASATA member, the company bills itself as a reliable sport and academic tour operator, specialising in the planning and professional execution of group travel. A one-stop travel shop that pulled the plug on a hockey tour to the Netherlands, a cricket tour to Sri Lanka, 2 rugby tours to Argentina, and a soccer tour to the UK, bringing the total paid over to Vision Sports South Africa to over 4 million rand just for the December cancellations. The parents are fuming.
I feel so stupid, because I believed in this Vision Sport.
Now you get a person like this, it stuffs it up for everybody. It's not on.
I was very cross at the beginning. I wanted to break his fingers. I was angry.
And the kids are devastated.
I've been baking cupcakes till like late hours in the mornings to raise money for this tour. No child needs to go through this.
My hart is gebreek. My vriende se hart is gebreek. Almal het geld bymekaar gemaak, almal het geld gaan leen. En nou kan ons nie meer gaan doen.
The man behind the operation is Michael Beneveld. According to the website, there's been 105 successful tours, but it seems everything has not been smooth sailing this year. This clip was secretly recorded during a meeting with parents from the 2 rugby groups. Beneveld claimed he was held hostage by the group.
Dit voel my dat bestel word geskelm en dis onregtig, onregverdig. Ek het so ver geloop vir mense en ek is elke dag my lewe neergesteek.
Beneveld sent parents a message afterwards saying he will be closing down the business. I will be consulting with our lawyers regarding the legal processes we need to follow to get all outstanding bills paid and to make sure the uncorrupted people gets refunded what is left over after the process. Anthony Ngube was selected for the Netherlands hockey tour. His mom Cynthia says they are still reeling from the disappointment. What would you say to Michael if you saw him now?
I would strangle him, to be honest, because he has caused so many pain to me.
Cynthia is a domestic worker. The 37,900 rand she raised did not come easily.
Even at school, we survive with bursaries. But for him, I always go an extra mile because I believe that he can change the situation at home.
Tell me what you had to sacrifice for this trip. It wasn't cheap.
I used to ask to work overtime. At times I would go to the loan lenders and borrow that money.
Interested to get Michael Beneveld's side of the story, we went to his offices in Krugersdorp.
They've literally closed their doors. The blinds and windows are shut. I mean, nobody's here. It looks like Vision Sports South Africa is not operational for now.
Beneveld declined an interview stating his life has been threatened. When parents confronted Beneveld at his home, he appeared defensive and blamed them.
Vrydag 22 November. Please bring all payments up to date. Regards, Vision Sports Management. Het die mense dit gedoen?
Myne was 'n daughter.
Kan dit vra? Het almal dit gedoen?
Beneveld claimed the reason for cancelling the 5 December trips was that parents have not paid in full or on time. He claims a total of over 900,000 rands is still outstanding. The parents dispute this.
80% van julle mense, van julle groep se mense, het nie op tyd betaal nie. Dit het my in 'n finansiële verknorsing geplaas. So, Julle kan vanaf sê wat julle wil en doen wat julle wil. Ek het genoeg gehad.
But that's not true. While some payments were made late, 95% of the APCAN fees were paid up at the time of cancellation. By the 27th of November, Beneveld had received 769,000 Rand and still cancelled the trip. In a last-minute letter to Carte Blanche, Beneveld claimed he was forced to refund this group 330,000 Rand, claiming he had already paid overseas service providers.
Maar nou die geld wat jy ontvang het, was
gebruik. Terugbetaal en aan die hotel betaal in Argentinië. Gebruik. En gebruik. Seker.
We have an email from an Argentinian agent confirming the contrary regarding hotel bookings. Beneveld only paid $5,018, which is roughly 73,000 Rand toward a hotel booking for the Noordveld rugby tour. For the APCAN group, not a single cent was paid. School group travel is a small industry. Stephen van Zyl has been in the field for 25 years. While Beneveld worked for him years ago, his name has been popping up recently with shared suppliers.
Does he pay his suppliers?
I have facts to prove that he doesn't pay all of them.
We have been able to establish that he still owes a Netherlands tour organizer 278,000 Rand. He also owes a UK-based travel agency at least 1.2 million Rand, dating back to December 2018. In November, South African Schools Netball President Di Willie experienced this firsthand. She traveled to Singapore with a group of under 15 players. 750,000 Rand was paid in full by their sponsor, the Motsepe Foundation, to Vision Sport.
The money was paid over to him at the end of June, and every time I asked him, he said to me, no, it's been paid, it's been paid, it's been paid. Only to discover that it was not paid.
While Vision Sport booked flights and arranged some transport, over 300,000 Rand's worth of ground operations were not paid, including the children's accommodation and excursions. Willie is now liable for those fees. But this isn't the first time Beneveld has let teams down. Earlier in 2019, a European athletics tour and a Mauritian netball tour were cancelled just days before departure. In both cases, some money has been refunded.
If I've got to guess, it was a question of taking from Peter to pay Paul, and I think maybe it just snowballed and got to a point where Paul just didn't have any more money to give Peter.
Beneveld states, I refute the allegations that the parents' money had been stolen or misappropriated. He explained that prices were quoted based on the participation of the whole group and that as per his T's and C's, late payments could risk service availability. Van Zyl believes blaming parents is ludicrous.
I think he's just using it as an excuse because he doesn't have the money to pay for the services.
The process is pretty straightforward for tour operators. You collect the deposits, you make bookings from the deposits you received, and clients who don't pay don't get bookings and don't go.
If 20 people contract with you, you are obliged to deliver 20 different contractual services. So if 3 clients would cancel, services will have to continue for the other 17.
But Vision Sport appears to operate differently. Trips were cancelled completely, despite most parents paying in full. Nick Devchand's mom, Sarita, worked out that more than 93% of the fees were paid by the group when Vision Sport cancelled the hockey tour. That's over 1.1 million Rand.
We've sacrificed throughout the year for our kids to go on this tour.
The Noordveld Rugby Group paid 978,700 Rand. They actually overpaid by 1.42% when the tour was cancelled, explains Barku Smith, Jonathan's father.
I don't know how you do that. You tell us that parents haven't come to the party when we've actually in that morning paid more than we should have, more than the budget.
He believes Vision Sport was simply stringing them along, avoiding the inevitable.
He pretended up to last week that we were still going to fly and that everything was paid, and everything was correct on his side.
In some cases, provisional flight bookings were made and deposits paid over to Flight Centre, but these were cancelled when the balance outstanding did not materialise from Vision Sport South Africa. Some 2020 trips are also hanging in the balance. 3 groups have paid 623,000 Rand in deposits to Vision Sport. In communication to parents, Benefeld said the business won't be closing down anymore, stating the situation can be saved. Although paying back the money would be the first step towards fixing the situation, some things are irreparable.
Michael has taught 300 to 400 children a lesson in dishonesty and how you can be the victim of it.
Finally, it's our chance to shine, it's our chance to play. And now we can't even do that because someone stole the ball.